The defense says the relationship didn't matter. The prosecution says it explains everything. In this moment of cross-examination, the defendant is confronted about his affairs, his marriage, and whether love, or something darker, played a role in his wife's death. All right. But you are contending that these feelings, these very strong feelings, these let's be together for the rest of our lives feelings, did not exist while your wife was alive. Correct. Okay. And those feelings did not motivate you to kill your wife. You were not even together when Christine died, correct? You had broken up. Is that right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did you need to kill your wife to get her back?
Definitely not.
Okay. You've had multiple affairs, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And one of those affairs was with a woman named Danielle, who you met on a fetish site searching for sugar babies. Is that correct?
I would not call it a fetish site.
Okay. What would you call it?
An arranged relationship.
Okay. But you were looking for someone to be your sugar baby?
I guess. It was a relationship where they would already know that I was married. That was what I was looking for.
Okay. Another one of your affairs was with your best friend's wife. Is that correct?
No. First, he's not my best friend. Number two, they were not married. They were not even together at that point.
They were. Is that your understanding of what they believed, or is that how you perceived their relationship? Did they think they were together?
I don't think so. My understanding is that she wanted to be with him, and they were not together at that point.
Okay.
But no, they were definitely not married at that point or anything like that.
Okay. But you were married at that point.
Yes, I was married at that point.
All right. Thank you. Let's talk about Christine and her apparent decision to solicit someone to fake rape her. You would agree you have not seen today, nor are you aware of any phone history, computer history, indicating that she was interested in this type of relationship prior to January of 2023, correct?
I was aware that she was interested in this type of thing, but I was unaware of the messages or that she was pursuing this again, as it had been many years since she had expressed those feelings.
Okay, but there is no internet history that you're aware of predating January 2023, correct?
No, let me ask that a different way. Based on what you've seen in court, she sets this up using a profile picture taken in a gym bathroom, a mirror photo with what appears to be a Barbie or Ariel doll in the image. That is the photo she sent to you that day, correct? Yes. Did she have any other photographs in her Facebook cache that she could have used, to your knowledge? I don't know.
You never looked at her Facebook?
Yes, I look at her Facebook, but I don't use social media very much.
Okay. You presented us with 20 plus pictures yesterday. Were any of those photos available to her? They all came from her Facebook page, correct?
I don't know where they came from. I didn't arrange for them.
Oh, okay. Those weren't your photos that you were sharing with us?
Some of them appeared to be my photos, but I don't know. Some of them, I believe, were my mother's. Some of them, I think, were Christine's. A lot of times, Christine and I, if we were to share photos, we shared them on Messenger.
Okay. All right. And in the pictures that you all had shared on Messenger, there was not a single other photo of Christine where she wasn't in a public bathroom that she could have used as her profile photo?
I'm sure she could choose whatever profile photo she would have wanted. I don't know why. I mean, it appears that she took the photo that day and used the photo that day for herself.
Okay. When these solicitations occurred between Christine and the other users on FetLife, she was looking for someone that she expected to engage with her sight unseen, correct? There were not to be any meetings in public in advance of this hookup, correct?
That is what the messages seem to appear.
Okay. And she was only doing this when either you or Juliana were home, correct?
It appeared to me that it happened when I was not home, based on what was presented today often.
Right, but Juliana was home, correct?
I don't necessarily know where Juliana was at those points.
You just know that you weren't there, correct?
Well, we went through lots of the evidence that showed that there was many times that I wasn't there. There was points that it showed that the messages were logged into from the CBRN email that Juliana states that she has no knowledge of, never logged into, doesn't know the password to. And so if Juliana is
home, whether she is or is not, the only other person who could be using the phone would be Christine. But most importantly, you were not home, correct? It appears that messages were sent both when I was home and when I was not home. I'm asking you specifically, you were not home. There were messages sent when I was home and when I was not home. Okay. And again, the person she chose was someone willing to come to her home, not a hotel, without any public setting involved.
Sort of public meetup first, as seemed to be the ask from most of the other participants on FetLife. Accurate?
I didn't read the other messages between the other people.
Okay. And this person needed to be willing to bring a knife, correct?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see an ask for the knife.
No problem. You were present for your daughter's birth. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And at that time, were you aware that Christine received medication to address her blood clotting disorder?
My experience is that she did not, that they tested her in her prenatal experience, and that she did not require a medication for it, but they were going to monitor her for it during the delivery.
Okay, because you were aware she had a blood clotting disorder, correct?
I am aware that she has a blood clotting disorder.
Okay. When you set this whole thing up...
I didn't set this whole thing up.
I'm sorry. When Christine set this whole thing up, it was scheduled to occur minutes after her family was leaving the house at 7 a.m.-ish, correct?
I don't know what time her family was leaving the house.
Oh, you hadn't shared with her your plan to go to your meeting early the next morning?
I didn't have a meeting the next... I'm sorry. Can you ask the question again?
Sure. The night before on the 23rd, right?
The 23rd, sorry.
When she is setting this up, she's scheduling it to occur at 7:20-ish a.m., which was going to be minutes after everyone had left the house to go to the zoo, to go to the big meeting, right?
That is what the messages seem to say.
Okay. And are you telling us that your wife was not aware that you had this big meeting scheduled for the 24th?
She was aware that I had the meeting scheduled.
Okay. And was she aware that the nanny was taking your daughter to the zoo?
It appears to me that she arranged for Juliana to take Valerie to the zoo. She got the parking tickets to take her to the zoo. She had planned it, I don't know, a week, 10 days prior.
Right, and the zoo opens at 8 o'clock and everyone's leaving at 7, but she scheduled Joe Ryan to come over at 7:20. Is that correct?
I don't know what time she scheduled exactly.
Okay. And you indicated that you were not aware that she had taken February 24th off until just the day before, right?
That is correct.
Okay, but that's not accurate because her parents were scheduled to come while you were going to be out of town the night of the 24th. Isn't that correct?
I believe they were coming in the evening, and then she would already be back from work.
The questions didn't accuse. They exposed contradictions, and left the jury to decide whether this was coincidence or motive.